Hello and welcome back to the What is K-pop podcast, where I talk all things K-pop and hopefully we learn something. I don't know. Hi, I've been a K-pop sorry, I've been a K-pop fan for 4.5 years since February 2021, and I started doing this podcast in February 2024. Yeah, I don't know why on earth I decided as soon as I became like when I was a 3-year-old K-pop stan to do a podcast. I don't know why I decided to do that to myself. This is just like so random, just like casual bit of lore on me if you don't already know. I used to do like TikTok, obviously, about being autistic, and if I was going to be honest, I didn't really feel like I could talk on the subject about things that hadn't already been spoken about, or I didn't feel like my opinion, like I could formulate a good enough opinion for me to be able to talk about it. So I tried to do that for a little bit, but I just didn't really enjoy it too much. Like, my videos didn't really get that many views, and quite honestly, it was just like, it wasn't piquing my interest as much as I kind of hoped it was gonna. So I ended up kind of not carrying on with that. But then obviously one day I was like, I watched Ellen O'Neill, who is a true crime podcast person, and she said, I've been told that I could start a podcast because I can yap for Britain. And I was like, you know what I want to do? I want to start a podcast. So I did. And that's kind of why I ended up doing What is K-pop. I originally did think about doing stuff about like true crime and autism and K-pop, but I was like, that is far too broad for me to do it well. So I was like, you know what I'm just going to talk about? I'm going to talk about K-pop because that's my special interest. Which, if you also don't know, is I think it's like a neurodivergent thing, like for anyone who's neurodivergent, but like something particularly that I know that autistic people have really. It's like an interest that we're really into, and like quite a lot of people can go into like hyper focuses like for several hours that they're just involved in their special interest. I've never gone into that, I can't say. Sorry. But I am here. I am doing the K-pop, and I do the K-pop quite well, I'd like to think. But I don't know. You lot can be the judge on if I K-pop well. So, if you have seen by the title, you will know that I am going to be talking about remixes. Just remixes in K-pop, just talking about sort of ones that I like, stuff like that, really. Whilst I also continue to fold up my laundry, which I've been doing this entire time, which I mean, like, obviously I'll just do whatever I want to at this point. It's also so hot today. It's not hot, well, I say it's so hot, I mean, it's been extremely muggy, which I hate. It was so bad. Like, it is disgusting. Oh, God. It's like the air isn't moving, so it feels hotter than it actually really is. And we're all agreeing on that. It isn't just like me being like, wow, it's hot. It actually is hot. And I'm pleased that we can all kind of agree with it. Like, I didn't think I needed that in my life, but being validated, well, that shit's really nice. And I like that. Yeah. And I'm going to unpack that today. So the first remix that I wanted to talk about, the remixes of a certain group, the Seraphim. And I put that onto the wrong pile. That's mine. So they've done a few for a few different songs. I remember I was actually gonna listen to all of them and then rank them, but I was like, I am getting overstimulated. It was the Vogue remix featuring Dashawn Wesley, I think, if I'm remembering correctly off the top of my head. It's like so overwhelming, if or like one of them is. And I was like looking through the comments, and everyone else agrees that it was like so much. But I was listening to but the remix I like from the Crazy Era is the Pink Pantheress one, which is like it's a remix of the English version. Yeah, is it? I've got it queued up on the TV, so I'm just gonna like quickly, just like, don't mind me. Oh, it's actually the Korean one. Oh, you'll have to excuse that, my blunder. It's actually the Korean version, which I'm surprised. Yeah. Because like everyone said, like, oh, it's actually really cool that they had the Korean version, didn't they? I love how I just like decide to do this. Oh yeah, someone said I thought they'd use the English version for this, but it's so cool to hear the Korean versions complimenting Pink Panther's smooth and pretty voice, which I agree with. I love that. Now I'm remembering. Oh my good lord. Yeah. And then I ended up, I've ended up listening to a bit of Pink Pantheress, and I was like, oh, you think I like it? Oh, she's English. I didn't know that. Oh, okay. Bit older than me. Fair enough. Fair enough. I should probably listen to more of her music, but I haven't as of yet. Warm. Just gonna moan about that for a minute. And I know it's not technically like a remix, but I think I actually, out of any three of like the different language versions of Crazy, I kind of liked the English one the best. And I think that's in due part to the music video being so cracky, like crack pop crazy. And I think in the Japanese version, they don't change the otaku bestie, right? I swear I just listened to that. Sorry, I was just checking my notes. I've just got my phone from the other chair. Why anyone listens to me is like a mystery in all itself. I don't understand why anyone would listen to me. I'm just fucking insane. Yeah. I would like to hope that you lot actually do like me, but I don't know, because just not to sound like a little fucking petty bitch, but I don't get that many comments, so I don't actually know realistically how much people actually like what I'm doing. I don't know. Oh, Swayze got quite a few wins. He got 9 wins. The most on end countdown being 3, which obviously is like the most amount you can get. But yeah, Easy had obviously an English version that was sped up and a reverb version, which I think I liked that one. So yeah. Next group we're going to be talking about is Tomorrow by Together. I have to search it up on blooming Wikipedia. I swear, I'm insane. And I love how the group said, like, we want to be called Tomorrow by Together instead of TXT. And I'm like, for real, you call yourself TXT. We all know you call yourself TXT. Also, randomly, this is just so funny. So there's this, like, trend going around on TikTok, or at least it was about a month or so ago, of people using, like, the first verse of Baby by Justin Bieber. And TXT and Hyphen and CT, they sure of the groups too, they did the trend, and the TXTs and in hyphens and hyphen, whatever you want to call yourselves, have had me in a chokehold. Like, I can't stop watching them. Like, I have them downloaded. I downloaded them. Like, that is how bad this has actually gotten, that I now have. I have a download of TXT and I've gone insane. Like, I really try to not have too much, I don't know how to explain it, but I really try to not have too much, like, K-pop content. Like I try not to have too many pictures of them on my phone. Obviously I don't have fan fiction on anymore because I don't write that anymore. So that's a content that I don't have. The only like ways you would be able to tell is through like social media. If like it's all about if someone hacked my phone basically. I don't want to ever seem as though like I'm a massive like Korea boo or like fangirl of K-pop. Like I really try to keep that as minimal as possible. Like even at my what do you call it support group, I don't even talk about it. Which I mean, I have mentioned. Don't get me wrong, I have mentioned that I am into K-pop, and it's not something that I try to like. I don't like if someone was to ask me, "Are you into K-pop?" or like, "What sort of music are you into?" I try to like say like, "Oh, I'm into Korean music, like BTS." Like I always say like BTS because I know for a fact that no one else is gonna know if I talk if I say like maybe Blackpink. But yeah, I don't even know where I was going with this. Yeah, so I don't even like, so I don't even have like that many pictures and stuff like I used to when I was like a very early fan. But you know when you just sort of kind of take a second and then you're like, I am insane. So I deleted them. I got a new phone, so I didn't have them on my phone as well. And I was like, this is weird now, and I want to leave. So I did. My god, my life is so strange. Like genuinely, it's like so unbelievably weird. Okay, so I'm trying to find the remixes, but I am not able to. So I might have to actually go onto my Spotify. I don't know how long this episode's going to be, so we're just going to talk until I've had enough. So I'll probably do a couple more groups. I'm trying to think of like other groups that I've had like lots of. My laptop is starting to burn my legs a little bit, so that's not good. And I'm already too warm. Also, is anyone else excited for TXT's comeback? I'm recording this like the day before the episode goes out, so Thursday night, obviously, naturally me. And the comeback is on Sunday, Monday, Monday the 21st, and it's their third full-length Korean album. So I'm very pleased. So they did a thing for the seasons, Rainbow of Lee Young-ji. Yeah, because then Hyphen did that too. Didn't know. I'm probably extremely wrong. Also, they do so many remixes. They've done so many for Do It Like That with the Jonas Brothers. I'm like, dang, son, you're really milking that until it's dry. I kind of stand though, you know, at least you're getting what you're getting. So they released a remix of love song I Know I Love You, which that whole comeback actually was my first as a fan of TXT, which is like hilarious because the day that it dropped, like the day that it was released, I was going to college to see if I wanted to like as like an open, it was like a taster day, and it really made me like like the whole day I was so stressed out, and we were in that town with the steampunk festival in it. And I, at the time, had only just been kicked out of sixth form like 3 months prior. I can say with my full chest at that point in my life that I was delusional. I had my Delulu trance on, and I do not understand what audacity made me think that I could go back to college when I could barely function. Like I could not go outside without feeling anxious. So the sheer idea of me going on a choo-choo for 30 minutes and then having to walk to my college in a city, mind you, fucking city, going all the way up a like a blooming hill that's like really hard to walk up and down every single day that I would be at the college. Several times, like I think three days a week, and like also function during those lessons, and like actually have to leave to go and have lunch. I don't know what I was thinking. It was tragic. It was giving Tragic Clown. If you know The Sims, it was giving Tragic Clown, and I'm like, I commend the gusto, but no. So yeah, and so like the day that I was supposed to pick up my pass and like get properly enrolled in stuff, I actually had to freak out in the car park and wouldn't leave my mum's car. Yeah, so she actually ended up like phoning the lady up that I was supposed to go and see to get my pass, and she was like, sorry, but like Sophie can't do it. And she was like, so I'll hold Sophie's place for like next year to see if she wants to do it. And I have never contact like I do online courses now, and I've never once like actually properly applied for any courses at that college. I have done every single other college that is close to me, par that one, because I'm so unbelievably embarrassed about the idea that I had a very massive freak out. And I was 18, wasn't it? Yeah, I was 18. Like, I literally just turned 18 a few days before, and I just. But you gotta do those things sometimes, and then realise that actually you can't do it. And then they ended up, having a mental breakdown and nearly no longer being here. So yeah, no, it was a good thing that I didn't end up going to that college. But I digress. Back to TXT. So I listened to the one featuring PH1, Woody Goldchild, and Seori. I can do words. I can do words good. I like that one. But Modson's one, from memory, I did like it, but not as much as I ended up liking the other versions and the Japanese version of I Love You. So yeah, no, I ended up liking that one too. Oh well, so if you actually enjoy some music. Sorry, I keep on yawning. But yeah, I'm trying to think of other groups. Oh yeah, Eyelets remix with Ava Max for Tic Tac. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, it isn't good. Like the fact that one, he has to sing such provocative lines, but I would be lying if I said that I didn't, vibe to that song every now and then. Like I just stick it on and I'm just like tick da 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 do da 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 tick da da do da 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 tick da da. Oh, you can tell when it. I always make a weird noise whenever I'm laughing too much. But yeah, I did like Eyelets. They released a whole like sped up, wasn't it? It was sped up. Sped up, yeah, sped up. They released magnetic remixes. Sometimes remixes because they can't like. Obviously, if they went back into the studio, re-recorded stuff for a song, it would be completely different. But I sometimes feel like the remixes, they make a real botch job of the songs, and I just can't do it for some reason. Like I'm like, you know what, you're good. Yeah. Why is it too? Oh, it's the instrumental. Okay. So we're on to BTS now, everyone's favourite group. They have a lot of remixes for My Universe. I'm not going to talk about them because I actually didn't like that at all. I feel like I'm the only person who didn't like that, but I'm going to just be real. And this is so funny. So when I was a baby army, we're talking like around about the time of college, they announced Butter, right? So obviously I was like so excited for this, and they had a countdown teaser thing, and it went on for an hour, and I clicked on it obviously because I was like, "Oh, BTS fun! My new alt group or something." I'm like, this is just too good. But the teaser went on for like 15 seconds or something. And like, obviously, armies, like proper armies, were probably like, oh my god, this is so cool. But I remember like watching it and I was like, the fuck? Like, this is all we get? What? Why? This is ridiculous. Then they ended up not liking the song anyway. But talking of Butter, it had permission to dance on it, or dance on it as well. And to say I freaked out over permission to dance is an understatement to say the least. Yeah, it was a problem for a very long time. The permission to dance. Out of all of like the English songs that BTS, oh my god, I can't speak. BTS have released so far. Oftentimes people say that Permission to Dance is like the least good, and I'm like, is it though? Is it? Or are we telling porcupines lies? I think we're telling porcupines there. When they released that R&B remix, I think I must have pissed Siri off enough that she actually refused to listen to me for a while. Because back then I used to have an iPhone. So yeah, Siri just stopped talking to me. It had enough. So I'm like, yeah, valid. Very valid. And lastly, I think, because I have been talking for nearly half an hour and I'm sure most people would have clicked off by now, we have Savage Love by Jason Derulo, Dorish685, and obviously BTS. And I don't. Does anyone else do that whenever they think of Jason Derulo, they say it like that? It's a problem. I keep on saying it like that. And when I heard that again, I don't know what was wrong with me when I turned 18, because when I was 18, it all just went downhill. And I freaked the absolute fuck out over the fact that Jungkook said the F word, I think it was. It was like, yeah, it was the F word, and I was like freaking out. I was telling my mum, "Oh my god, BTS swore," and my mum was like, "Right, what is it?" It's like I told her, like really seriously. Like I went up, like I rushed in, and I was like, "Mummy, mummy, mummy," and she was like, "What?" And I was like, "Jungkook swore," and she was like, right, what's the problem? And I was like, no problem. She was like, go away, in the nicest way possible. So yeah, I don't entirely know what happened when I was a younger child. I just feel the need to apologise for my stupidness. Yeah, thank you. Well, I do hope you enjoyed today's ramblings about remixes. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys again very, very soon. Bye!